Hey, so today I woke up and I thought to myself, I'll make a video about the history of the Spinner WWE Championship. This was introduced by John Cena on a SmackDown episode shortly after WrestleMania 21 in April 2005, and fans were stunned and shocked and not really happy because they preferred the old design, the Undisputed WWE Championship, this one. So, yeah, they weren't really happy, and the plan was originally as soon as John Cena, the then champion, would have lost the title, they would have switched back to this version of the WWE Championship. But since this title sold so well, they kept it for 8 years. So, like I said, John Cena introduced the title in 2005, and he held the title for a while, was drafted to Raw as champion, while the World Heavyweight Champion, Batista, changed to SmackDown. So John had a few good rivalries, such as against Chris Jericho and Christian, or against Kurt Angle. And then in January of 2006, he was defending the championship inside the Elimination Chamber at New Year's Revolution. I still remember his opponents. I'm trying to get this, I'm trying to remember all of these. So, Carlito, Chris Masters, Shawn Michaels, Kurt Angle, and Kane. John Cena won by last eliminating Carlito by roll up. I think it was a roll up. Yeah, it was a roll up. Well, never mind. And after the match, Vince McMahon came out and said, "This individual is catching in his Money in the Bank privilege. You think you know me." Out came Edge, now known as Adam Copeland, cashed in his Money in the Bank, and 2 or 3 spears later, he was the new WWE champion. But his reign was short-lived because he lost the title back to John Cena at the Royal Rumble in 2006. John Cena went on to hold the title for a few months. He retained the title against, for example, Triple H at WrestleMania 22. But at ECW's One Night Stand, the 2006 Money in the Bank winner RVD cashed in his Money in the Bank contract, and with some interference by Edge, he won the championship. New champion RVD. RVD retained the title against Edge at Vengeance in 2006, but was caught with some, let's say, illegal substances and was suspended. And because he was WWE champion and ECW champion at the time, they had to get the title off him. So they switched the title to Edge. On a Raw episode, they had a triple threat match. RVD versus Edge versus John Cena, and Edge won. Edge held the title for like 2 months. He retained it against John Cena at SummerSlam in 2006. And in Unforgiven in 2006, they had a TLC match in Edge's hometown of Toronto. So John Cena versus Edge. And the original plan was for John Cena to lose, go to SmackDown, which was part of the clause for the match, and turn heel. So when you watch that match back, you can tell John Cena's visibly upset, and that was the reason. He wanted to go to SmackDown. He wanted to be a heel. But plans changed last minute. Cena wasn't happy. Cena held the title for a year. Gave Umaga his first loss. Gave the Great Khali his first loss. Retained the title against Bobby Lashley, against Shawn Michaels, against Randy Orton. And in his rivalry against Randy Orton, he tore his pec. But not from an attack from Randy Orton. No, it was in a match against Mr. Kennedy. I think it was from a hip toss or something. He tore his pec. So Cena had to relinquish the title, and at No Mercy 2007, Vince McMahon came out and said, "Hey, we need a WWE champion. Here's the new champion, Randy Orton." He handed him the title. Triple H came out, called Randy a coward. They had a match for the championship. Triple H became new champion. Shocking. It was really cool. Then Triple H had a match against Umaga that same night. That was all No Mercy in 2007. He beat Umaga, Triple H did, and later that night, Randy Orton cashed in his rematch clause and became the new WWE champion in a last man standing match. He had the title for a few months, even retained it against Shawn Michaels, Jeff Hardy, and at WrestleMania 24 against Triple H and John Cena, only to lose it to Triple H in a fatal 4-way elimination match at Backlash in 2008. The other two members of the match were JBL, who was eliminated first, and John Cena, who was eliminated right after JBL. So Triple H held the title for a few months. He was drafted to SmackDown in his title reign and lost the title to Edge at Survivor Series 2008. It was originally supposed to be a triple threat match with Triple H, Jeff Hardy, and Vladimir Kozlov, but that Matt Hardy brother versus brother rivalry was about to start. And Jeff was written out of the match. So after a 15-minute match between Triple H and Vladimir Kozlov, then undefeated Vladimir Kozlov, Edge came in. Well, first, Vicky came in, said, "He's here! He's here! Here he is!" And then You Think You Know Me came along, the song. Edge came out and won the title. So a month later, they had a triple threat match at Armageddon in 2008. It was Jeff Hardy versus Triple H versus champion Edge, and in one of the best WWE Championship wins, in my opinion, in history, Jeff Hardy won the title. Amazing. But he lost it like a month later at the Royal Rumble in 2009 when Matt Hardy turned on his brother. At the Elimination Chamber in it was No Way Out. It was No Way Out 2009. And, oh boy, I'm trying to get this all out of my head. Edge was the champion, and Jeff Hardy eliminated him in like 2 minutes. But the winner of the match was Triple H. Triple H went on to have a rivalry with Randy Orton, beat him at WrestleMania, but lost the title in a 6-man tag team match at Backlash in 2009. Randy Orton then lost the title to Batista, but injured Batista like the next day on Raw, and the title was vacated. Randy Orton won the title back in a fatal 4-way. The other three, it wasn't a random Raw episode. The other three members of the fatal 4-way match were Big Show, Randy Orton, and Triple H. So Randy was champion. He was the champion until Breaking Point 2009, where he lost it to John Cena, who then lost it back to Randy Orton at Hell in a Cell, like a few weeks later. And Randy Orton then lost it to John Cena again at Bragging Rights in an Iron Man match. Damn, I still remember all of this. Oh man, I wish there would be a WWE exam or something. Anyway, John Cena was champion. John Cena lost the title to Sheamus, who had his first title victory at TLC in 2009 in that tables match against Cena, but he lost the title back to Cena in an Elimination Chamber match at Elimination Chamber in 2010. Then Vince McMahon came out and said that Cena has one more match, again, like a few years prior, and he had that match against Batista, and Batista beat him. So new WWE champion, Batista. Then this led to a match between John Cena and Batista at WrestleMania 26, which John Cena won. Way too quick. It was a very short match. It was like 15 minutes or something. Their SummerSlam 2008 encounter was way better. So Batista's and John Cena's. So John held the title until Fatal 4-Way 2010. That was around the time the Nexus had their debut. And John Cena lost that Fatal 4-Way match against Sheamus. The other two members in that match were Edge and Randy Orton. Then Sheamus had the title until Night of Champions in 2010, where he lost it to Randy Orton. I just remember John Cena being in that match too. It was an elimination match. I don't remember the other participants. I think Edge, Chris Jericho. Wade Barrett was in that match too, I think. Well, Randy Orton was champion for a few months. Had a rivalry with Wade Barrett, when John Cena had to join the Nexus, and Randy Orton won the rivalry against Wade Barrett. And at the Raw after Survivor Series, The Miz cashed in his Money in the Bank briefcase after Randy Orton had a match. I think that match was also against Wade Barrett. But like I said, The Miz cashed in against Randy Orton and became new champion. The Miz held the title until Extreme Rules 2011, even retained the title at WrestleMania 27 in the main event against John Cena. But that was one of the worst WrestleMania main events in history. I mean, both Cena and The Miz looked like fools, but that's a different story for a different time. So, The Miz lost the title in a triple threat steel cage match, which included John Morrison, and he lost the title to John Cena. John Cena held the title until Money in the Bank 2011 and lost it to CM Punk. CM Punk left with the titles, so they had a tournament, which Ray won. And then Triple H, the COO back then, said, well, both of the... I can't do his voice very well. I'm gonna do it in my own voice. He said that John Cena will have his rematch, and it will be against Rey Mysterio. On the same night that Rey Mysterio already won a match. So he competed against The Miz, won the title, and then in the main event he had to fight John Cena, and lost. John Cena won. So after the match, CM Punk came out. We had two WWE champions. CM Punk versus John Cena was the match for SummerSlam 2011, with the special guest referee Triple H. And CM Punk won. After the match, Kevin Nash came out, attacked CM Punk, and then Money in the Bank briefcase holder Alberto Del Rio, now known as Alberto El Patron, I hope I said it right, cashed in his Money in the Bank briefcase to win the WWE title. But to only hold it for a few weeks until Night of Champions 2011, where John Cena won the title back, and 2 weeks later, at Hell in a Cell, Alberto Del Rio won the title back in a triple threat Hell in a Cell, which included CM Punk. Alberto lost the title at Survivor Series 2011 against CM Punk, who in my opinion had the best championship reign with this version of the WWE Championship, so with the spinner belt. And he held the title for 434 days. In the middle of the title reign, he turned heel, which was so good at War 1000. And this heel turn was against The Rock after a match against John Cena. And this all led to Royal Rumble 2013. And The Rock beats CM Punk for the title at that show. And back then, I thought, this is stupid. I really hated the fact that CM Punk lost the title to The Rock because till this day, I think, don't give part-timers a championship. I don't like that. Maybe this year give Cena the title. That's okay because it's his last year and everything. But I don't know. I didn't want The Rock to win. And I'm still not happy he did. But well, it happened. So, then CM Punk stole the title from The Rock because he proclaimed himself as rightful WWE champion. And then Elimination Chamber 2013 was the last match for that championship. The Rock defeated CM Punk to retain that title. And I think it was the next night on Raw. The new WWE Championship was introduced, and it was this version. But honestly, I like this. I prefer this, but I love this. I know a lot of people hate it, but I really love this. It's a design I grew up with. I started watching in 2002. So first, I started growing up with this version of the WWE Championship, and then this. And this was always special to me because I always loved the spinner design, especially as a teenager and everything. And it still spins. That's pretty cool. So yeah, I guess that's my longest video thus far. It wasn't even planned. And I don't know why I have all of this in my head. I'm a nerd. Well, I love being a nerd. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed.